Manx Radio Saturday Live Lounge with Christy DeHaven.
The Jimi Hendrix Experience and Hey Joe, chosen by my studio guests who are Crawlboard. It is lovely to have you all back in the studio. We've got Conrad, we've got Bram, and we've got Leo. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're all so polite. And honestly, whenever I play their music, I have to say, I always get a message saying, thanks for playing us. So you've been brought up well, haven't you? I think that's what it is. And you're going to play something live for us, which I'm very excited about. But first, do you know what, Leo, I'll come to you first. So what's been going on since we last spoke to you?
So last time, when was the last time you spoke to us?
I think it was a little while ago
I was
now.
going to say,
because I know you've been doing some recording, you've had loads of gigs. You know, there's been a lot going on, I think.
Yeah, it must have been about a year.
Yeah.
But since then, last year we played at Bushies. We had quite a lot of gigs over summer. We did we release any? Oh yeah, so we released an EP last year. Yeah. 5 songs. That was about March 2024. Then we've had a good couple of gigs since then over winter and everything. And now in January we released a new single called Dead Eyes. Mm-hmm. That's been playing everywhere. We've got quite a lot of praise from it, which is great. We've got loads of gigs planned for the summer. And yeah, we're in a pretty good place, I think. Which
is good. And you've got grand plans, which is very cool as well. Bram, Leo just said there that Dead Eyes has been well received. Obviously, we've been playing it here on Manx Radio. Has it been getting airplay elsewhere as well?
We got on BBC Lancashire on the introducing page, and that there's a guy William where we like him. He likes us, so it's always nice hearing it elsewhere, off island as well.
Have you had any kind of feedback from fans elsewhere though who might have heard it? Any new interactions?
Not really, no. I don't think so.
I've got just people I know have just said, "Oh yeah, it's a pretty good song,"
Yeah,
this sort of thing. But has William said anything? I don't think so.
I can't remember, to be honest. It's quite a few months now.
Yeah.
But it's basically reaching out, isn't it, to a different audience, a new audience, which is great, and knowing that your music translates further afield, which is really good. I mean, Conrad, would you like to be doing some gigs further afield as well? Would you like to sort of get off island and gig elsewhere? Yeah. Would that be kind of the grand plan? Where would you like to gig?
Maybe Austria.
That's an interesting first choice. Why Austria?
I don't know, just... sounds cool.
Somewhere a bit different. Maybe like a European tour in a Crawlboard van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I should actually say, right, so I had a chat this morning with some of my pals, and I mentioned that you all were going to be on the show, and one of my pals happens to be in the building trade. And he said, I know what Crawlboard is. It's a roofing material or something. Is that true?
I think it...
The thing is, with the name, we don't really know where it came from. And... I think when you actually look up Crawlboard, it used to come up with the first thing was like a roofing thing or something, or some building material, and now it comes up with us, thankfully.
Yay!
But, we've overtaken the building industry, yes.
And that needed to happen. So it's just when people start contacting you and asking you to sort out the roofs, that's going to be a bit tricky. Well, let's remind people what you sound like then, because as you mentioned, Dead Eyes we've been playing this a lot on the station, regular rotation throughout the week as well, because it is brilliant. So before we play it, Bram, tell us a little bit about the song.
We went for more of like a rock sound with it than our previous stuff, because on our EP we were a bit more experimental. So with this one, we kind of went for more, cool guitar riffs and a big guitar solo and stuff like that.
And was recording it fun?
Yeah, it's always fun recording.
Yeah, I bet you love it. Well, let's hear it and then we'll chat more with our guests. So if you have any questions for them, 166 or 177 or email studio@manxradio.com. But this is the aforementioned single Dead Eyes by Crawlboard.
I see you now, watching from the shadows of your room.
So good. There is so much going on in that song. It's incredibly clever stuff from Crawlboard. It is called Dead Eyes. It's their latest single, and we are loving it here on Manx Radio. We hope you are too. Jack, by the way, if you're listening from Sound Records, I was waiting for a WhatsApp from him thinking, oh, I wonder why he's not WhatsApped yet. He sent me a text message ages ago and I've only just seen it. Apologies. We will give Jack a call shortly to find out how Record Store Day is going. So I'd love to know from you as well if you have been celebrating Record Store Day. Did you go down there and get some unique album, maybe something on coloured vinyl? I don't know. I'm intrigued to know. But we do have Crawlboard live in the studio. They're going to play for us now, which I'm very excited about. Bram, what are we going to hear?
This is Mustard. It's the title track from our EP that we released last year.
Yeah. So if you do listen to the show regularly, you will have heard us play Mustard. But this is a stripped back acoustic version by Crawlboard. Take it away, guys.
I know you. Days go by, you won't cry. I'm asking for an answer, but you won't budge. And I would walk for hours just to hear your reply.
That was so good. That was so good. Crawlboard playing Mustard live here in the studio. We'll chat more to them after this from Divorce. Oh, it's good, isn't it? That is Divorce. And the latest one from them, it is called Antarctica. We're chatting with our studio guests this afternoon. We've got Crawlboard with us. I'm just, in the meantime, sort of trying to decide what to play after we hear from them. They're going to be playing another live song for us, but they did just play Mustard live in the studio. Had a message in saying, what a great band. Sounds a bit like Muse. Have you ever had that before?
Yeah,
Muse?
I mean, I've heard it maybe once. I think my dad probably said.
Yeah.
You kind of sound like Muse.
Okay, so maybe a bit Matt Bellamy on the go there with the vocal maybe. And then we also had this message in saying, could you ask Crawlboard where were they taught to play so well? This is from Dave, and it's not, I don't think it's Dave Rolls from Rock Project, but it might be because I think there is a link with Rock Project, isn't there?
Yeah, well, myself and Conrad went there for when we were to first kind of learn the basics and when we were first picking up the instruments.
Yeah.
And then...
And won a competition, I believe. Didn't you win it? Was it best song or something in one of the
Battle of the Bands.
The Battle of the Bands thing. Yeah. I remember that. I was there. But yeah, so I mean that's the thing there's opportunities out there for, sort of teachers and everything. But I mean a lot of it is just practice, isn't it, really? I mean, Leo, it is complicated, the stuff you're doing. Do you all get together a lot to go through this?
Yeah,
How often do you rehearse?
Well, recently we haven't been as much, but we used to, especially when we were in school. When me and Bram were in school, we used to do once a week. We used to have, I think we rotated between Tuesdays and Wednesdays or something like that. And we just practice. We'd practice stuff that we need to play at gigs, and we'd learn new songs. Bram would show us some stuff, or we'd add stuff to existing songs. And we'd sort of talk about what we need to do next, next gigs and stuff like that. But yeah, we get in once a week.
Majority of it is just practicing on your own, though. Like you have to just be in your bedroom all the time.
That's tricky, though, isn't it? Do you ever sort of like play along with other artists that you like? Do you kind of learn stuff by other artists? Or I mean, obviously when you're gigging, that's a bit different. But I mean, to sort of keep up your skills. Yeah,
you have to. You just have to always have something on the go, I think.
I mean, I think it's partly like sometimes I'll just jam by myself, but sometimes like I'll learn a song or I'll play along to it, play it and then just like create a solo or something. I'm not very good at it, but
it's good advice for people. I mean, I'm saying that because I always remember Davey Knowles, who is Backdoor Slammer now off in the States. He always said that the reason he plays. The reason he started to play was because he picked up a guitar and decided to learn Sultans of Swing, as you do. So, and I think playing along with something is a good start, isn't it? If there's any young musicians out there listening. And so we've just heard you play live, which was brilliant, Mustard from the EP. We've also heard Dead Eyes. Bram, what is the plan for the new music then? Because you've been recording with Jip, haven't you? Have you got more songs to record? Or
yeah, we've got one more hopefully coming out very shortly. And I think we're just planning on maybe sometime in summer getting back in there.
Yeah.
Getting some more songs done. It's just never stopping, really. Just want to carry on all the time.
Is the plan to have an album, or are you just going another EP, or is it just sort of get singles done as and when?
Not really sure at this point. We'd probably stick to singles and maybe compile those into an album of some sort, but it's hard to know what's the right thing to do when. I think
it's a different world now, isn't it? Really, it's not sort of straightforward as let's make an album. It just, even though today is Record Store Day, so people have been out there buying their albums. It's kind of a reminder that there are albums out there. I like an album that tells a story from start to finish. What was the last music you bought, Leo, or that you streamed?
I streamed. I couldn't tell you. I was probably in the car like 20 minutes ago. But I bought Parachutes as a vinyl, and
Coldplay's Parachutes.
Yeah, Coldplay Parachutes.
Oh, interesting. That's a good one.
Yeah, one of my favourites. I think it was a brilliant start.
Yeah.
Start album.
Yeah, that is a really good choice. What about you then, Bram? What was the last thing you were loving?
I think Frank Zappa I was listening to most recently.
Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
You lot are too cool. Seriously. Frank Zappa, that's amazing. How did you hear about Frank Zappa?
It was actually my my granddad who got me into it, yeah.
Wow. Good choice. Good music taste, Grandad. We appreciate that. Conrad, what was the last thing you were listening to and loving?
I don't know. I don't really listen to anything in particular.
Oh, I remember you saying this last time. You don't listen to music.
I do listen to music.
But for someone who's a very accomplished drummer to not be able to just sort of immediately sort of say, well, there's this. Is it just because you're sort of very varied with what you...
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll listen to stuff, anything, but...
Yeah, just anything. Anything that cops. So you don't sort of like have a favourite drummer particularly? Is there someone you admire as a drummer?
Not really, no.
No?
He'll listen to the stuff we tell him to listen to.
I love that. Maybe that's why your sound is unique. It's because, he just does his own thing, essentially. Yeah. Well, it's fab to have you with us. I mean, when are your next gigs then? Let's give your gigs a shout out. What have you got coming up?
So we've got this time next week at the Riddler.
Yeah.
Down south in Port Erin.
Excellent.
Got a couple of them. I think when's the next one? We're playing at Full Moon Festival.
Good stuff.
What day is that?
27th.
27th of June, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got one at Port Erin Beach Stage in August. We've got another couple Riddler gigs. We're looking at hopefully getting some at the railway as well. I think that's about it.
And you do a big mix of stuff when you gig in, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Popular stuff we actually like to play. And yeah.
And you drop some of your own ones in as well?
Oh yeah.
How do they go down, Bram? Are people getting to know them now?
Depends on the venue, really. Like if you're in a pub, everyone just wants smash hit singles and things, but some venues people are listening out for new stuff, and it's nice when you get people coming up saying they enjoy your own stuff as well.
It's so rewarding, isn't it? And to be fair, I have to say our audiences are pretty good like that. They do sort of support original material, which is good to know. Well, you're going to play another song for us to kind of wrap things up. What are we going to hear, Leo?
We're going to play Where I Lay, which we released nearly 2 years ago. It was like December 2023.
That must feel like forever to you.
Yes.
Whereas to me it feels like about a week ago. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Where do we go to find out more about you, Bram? Where can they follow you online and everything?
You can find us on Instagram or YouTube. It's just at Crawlboard, and we hopefully will get posting on there quite regularly soon.
Yeah, and you'll be able to stream some of your music already, aren't you?
On Spotify and basically anywhere you can find it.
Yeah, and I highly recommend it because it's really good stuff, and you're going to hear that now because we're just going to wing it essentially. You happy to crack on and have a go at Where I Lay? Yeah. Okay, so situate yourselves again, and I will share the videos of the guys playing in the studio as well, and of course there'll be a podcast after the show as well, so do listen out to that. Thank you very much for being with us again, Conrad, Bram and Leo, and Crawlboard. Take it away.
If it's not too late, can you stay? So much to say. They punctured me too much. Too soon. Down that way in the shade where I lay, where I lay. take your arm, say goodbye. One last time.
Those harmonies are so beautiful. That was such a great sound. That was Crawlboard playing live in the studio. Thanks so much. And do keep us posted when you get your record deal, all right? Let us know. You're very welcome. This is Jungle. Keep me satisfied. After this, we're going to catch up with Jacket Sound Records to see how Record Store Day has gone.
Manx Radio Saturday Live Lounge with Christy DeHaven.